Marcus Rashford, born October 31, 1997, is an English professional footballer who plays as a forward for Premier League club Manchester United and the England national team. A product of the Manchester United youth system, Rashford joined the club at the age of 7. Rashford scored 2 goals on both his first team and European debut against Midtjylland in the UEFA Europa League in February 2016 and his Premier League debut against Arsenal 3 days later. He also scored in his first Manchester derby, as well as on his EFL Cup and UEFA Champions League debuts. With United, Rashford has won the FA Cup, 2 EFL Cups, the FA Community Shield and the UEFA Europa League. Rashford scored on his England debut in May 2016, becoming the youngest English player to score in his first senior international match. He has since appeared at 2 UEFA European Championship, 2016, where he was the tournament's youngest player, and 2020, where he appeared in the final as England finished runners-up to Italy. He has also represented England at the 2018 and 2022 FIFA World Cup. Rashford has been praised for using his platform to be a political activist and philanthropist to drive societal change. He is a campaigner against racism, homelessness, and child hunger in the United Kingdom. He has been recognized for his efforts by organizations both within and outside of sport, and was subject of a mural painted by street artist Axe in Withington. Marcus Rashford was born on October 31, 1997 in Manchester, and raised in the Fallowfield, Withington, and Wythenshawe areas of the city. He is of paternal Jamaican descent, and maternal Kittitian descent, with his grandmother born on the West Indies island of St. Kitts. Rashford comes from a working-class family. His mother is Melanie Maynard, a single parent who worked multiple jobs, sometimes skipping meals to ensure her children had enough to eat. Rashford has 4 older siblings, 2 brothers, Dwayne Maynard and Dane Rashford, both of whom went on to represent him professionally, and 2 sisters, Chantel and Claire. He is a cousin of footballer Lois Maynard, who plays as a midfielder for Radcliffe. A lifelong supporter of his local football club Manchester United, Rashford grew up in a family divided in their support of United and local rivals Manchester City. Rashford attended Ashton-on-Mersey School, where United have sent their academy players since 1998, close to their Carrington training ground. He studied for a Business and Technology Education Council (BTC) National Diploma in Sport. Rashford can play as either a centre forward or a winger, primarily on the left wing. Rashford himself prefers playing on the left, a position which allows him to cut inside and strike on goal with his stronger right foot, and likes to drop deep to collect the ball and build an attack. Something he learned as a youngster when playing as a central midfielder following a battle with Osgood-Schlatter disease. In his formative years, Rashford's former youth coach Paul McGuinness noted how he was attempting to play similarly to Italian midfielder Andrea Pirlo, but he and fellow coaches Warren Joyce and Colin Little saw Rashford's potential as a striker and helped him work on his body shape and various attacking runs. They advised him to focus on being a goal scorer rather than a creative player, and to use his pace to make runs behind the defense. His coaches were reminded of Danny Welbeck due to his versatility, but it was decided to instead teach him the art of goal scoring, instructing him how to make runs at the right time, and was held back from playing reserve team football to give him confidence in his goal-scoring abilities by pitting him against lesser defenses. Rashford says his versatility can enable him to become the ultimate centre forward, but Rashford is a pacey and direct player, and often moves to central positions to create chances and get into goal-scoring positions. He constantly tests defenders both with his movement and positioning off the ball, meaning opponents often double up on him. Rashford's former United manager Jose Mourinho has said he is not a target man, he is a man of movement. "I do not think he is a pure 9-inch, comments echoed by his manager with England. Gareth Southgate, who has said his ability to play with his back to goal and his hold-up play weren't his major strengths, and is better suited as a wide raider coming in off the wing. United captain and England compatriot Harry Maguire attributes Rashford's reputation for being a goal threat to his movement and clever play. Another former manager at United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, has been credited with improving him as a player and helping him mature by giving him freedom as a winger he hadn't previously experienced. Rashford's main attributes also include his dribbling ability, and his ruthless finishing ability, which has been compared to that of former United striker Ruud van Nistelrooy. A player McGuinness advised him to study while they worked together in the club's academy. Rashford understands the need for a striker to be able to score different kinds of goals, to be a player who can score 20 to 25 per season, and is said to be a player with composure and awareness. Rashford often takes penalties and free kicks for United, and has been known to use the knuckleball technique on set pieces, which was popularized by Cristiano Ronaldo during his first spell at the club. England teammate Phil Foden has described his striking technique as being among the top 3 in the world. His success has been credited to his drive and personal ambition both on and off the pitch, and is viewed as a role model for younger players like Mason Greenwood due to his success at a young age. He attributes his focus and dedication to watching and listening to former United striker Robin van Persie, and recalls seeing pictures of former academy players such as David Beckham and Paul Scholes on the walls of Carrington, United's training centre, and being determined to reach the same level they had. According to McGuinness, he was always professional and mature, and even at a young age, has been described as a leader, with former United and England midfielder Owen Hargreaves saying he has the characteristics to be a captain. Rashford has praised former teammates Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Mourinho with helping improve his mentality, describing their combined influence as key to his development. He has been described as a big game player due to his performances and contributions in important matches, including on several debuts for club and country. Rashford has also received praise for his willingness to play on despite major injuries, with manager Solskjaer saying he would run through a brick wall for you, while his captain Harry Maguire describes him as a battler. Louis van Gaal, Rashford's first senior manager, and Fletcher Moss coach Dave Horrocks have both praised his ability to handle criticism, with Van Gaal saying it was amongst his best assets. He is seen as a similar type of player to Thierry Henry in terms of style of play, physical attributes and end product. Van Gaal said his performances at a young age were similar to those of Patrick Kluivert, who he had managed at Ajax in the 1990s. Erik ten Hag, the United manager from the 2022-23 season, compared him favorably to Kylian Mbappe due to the similar nature of their roles. Growing up, the player he most tried to emulate was Brazilian striker Ronaldo, having watched him score a hat-trick for Real Madrid in a Champions League quarter-final in the first match he attended live at Old Trafford. Speaking about Ronaldo, Rashford said, "I've grown up watching so much of him and his games. He always played free, and went out there and expressed himself. When you do that, that's when you play your best football." Rashford said that Cristiano Ronaldo and Wayne Rooney were United players he idolized in his youth, having seen them join the team at an early age and watched many of their games live, and said of Ronaldo that there is no bigger inspiration in football. After Rashford had begun his own professional career, comparisons have been made between the development of the two by Southgate, Solskjaer, and McGuinness. He credits Rooney's professionalism with helping him mature in the early stages of his career, describing how he was always ready to play and give his best, and has been tipped by little to break Rooney's goal-scoring record of 253 goals for the club. He has been described as a student of the game, continuing to watch matches of players such as Lionel Messi and Sergio Aguero with the idea of studying and learning to improve his own game. In May 2022, Rashford announced his engagement to girlfriend Lucia Loy. They had been dating since meeting in school, and briefly split in 2021 before reconciling. However, they announced their split in June 2023. Rashford is Christian, and has said, "The faith we have in God is shown by the people that we are." He has also talked about his values and how his mother impacted him, the rules and the respect we had for each other. "For my whole upbringing, she was the leader in that." He enjoys playing on PlayStation games consoles and listens to rap and grime music, naming Dave as among his favorites. The pair linked for the 2022 advertisement Never Beaten for Beats. Rashford also owns a Cane Corso, purchased in 2018, who is his guard dog.